Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here, playing Overwatch. This is Junkenstein's Revenge, which is a part of the Halloween Terror DLC, active until November 1st. And in this video, I'll be showing you a general strategy that you can use to beat this mode, both on hard and on medium without taking any damage to the door, just by simply reprioritizing a couple of things. Now, first things first, you're allowed to have 4 heroes, and each person's going to be in charge of 1 hero. These heroes include Soldier 76, McCree, Hanzo, and Ana. And you'll obviously want to choose these heroes depending on the strengths of the players on your team. Another thing that's very crucial to this is communication. This will be extremely difficult to complete if not everyone on your team has an available microphone. Up next is the general strategy, and what you'll want to do is have McCree up there on the far left at the top of the stairs, taking out any enemies that come from that direction. Then there's Hanzo, who's going to be looking at the right side inside of that gate that I'm currently shooting at. Then there's Soldier 76, which is my character on screen, and I'm mostly going to be in charge of the enemies that run up the middle, as well as helping out when I can, healing if possible, and taking out zombies from taking out other enemies, but more or less my role is up the middle. Then we also have Ana, which is our support class, and she's going to tend to stick back in the very back, allowing us to communicate to her when we need health so that she can either throw a potion or snipe us for support, and we're all going to be building a lot of our ultimates at all times. Now, the types of enemies you have to deal with are pretty limited. All you have to worry about is Zomnics, Zombideers, and Shock Tires. Zomnics and Shock Tires will attack the gate in order to cause damage to it, whereas Zombideers will attack you as heroes. At 5:45 is when the Junkrat Shock Tires spawn, and this is a crucial moment if you're trying to get no damage on your door. You're going to want your teammates to communicate which side the tires are coming from, either left, middle, or right, and then you want to focus fire on these tires to make sure they don't hit your door. If you're playing on medium with the goal of not taking any damage, Zomnics and Shock Tires are definitely your priority. If you're playing on hard and you don't mind a couple of shots at your door, feel free to let a couple Zomnics by if you're really struggling with one of the heroes later on, or the Zombideers are really overrunning you and some of your teammates are dying. Around the 5-minute mark, you'll start preparing for the first hero to spawn, which is Reaper. At this point, you're going to want to have all of your teammates with an ultimate, as well as Ana ready to put him to sleep as soon as he teleports down, which is absolutely the most crucial part. As soon as he spawns, Ana's going to want to hit McCree with her ultimate in order to let him do more damage and react to certain things faster. As soon as he moves forward and gets put to sleep, it's McCree's job to use his ultimate with the sole purpose of taking out the Reaper by locking on and allowing as much time as possible with a lock-on to go by so he can cause massive damage. Hanzo and Soldier will try to mop up other enemies and make sure not to hit the Reaper while he's sleeping and McCree is charging his ultimate. After taking out the Reaper, you'll have about a minute and a half to try to recharge your ultimates, which shouldn't be much of a problem. Just make sure you're focusing on the Zomnics, Zombideers, and Shock Tires, especially communicating about the Shock Tires if you're trying not to take any damage on your door. Your goal is to get to the 3-minute mark fully prepared for the Roadhog.
Zomnics crashed against the door, their bodies exploding as the old wood splintered and shuddered.
Reaper is a fearsome foe. He may still get the better of us.
I will get us home safe, as I always do.
I've got you in my sights.
My aim is still true. You gotta work on that aim.
What drives a man to such madness?
To be tested.
Once you reach the 3-minute mark, you have 15 seconds to prepare for Roadhog. You're probably going to want to rotate a little bit here just to make sure everyone has the proper angles, and the strategy is going to be very similar to what we did for the Reaper. As soon as Roadhog spawns, hopefully he runs right up the middle and Ana can put him to sleep. At that point, McCree's going to charge his ultimate, and Hanzo is going to prepare his ultimate to be shot as soon as Roadhog is hit. As Soldier 76, you're probably going to want to also use your ultimate to help mop him up and or take care of the excessive ads that are now attacking your door. You also don't want to forget to power up McCree as Ana so that he can do more damage with his ultimate, which is the strongest ultimate out of every hero. Also, around the 225 mark, more shock tires will start spawning, so keep your eyes on those, especially if you're not able to take out Roadhog right away. Once you take care of that, everyone's role is now to rebuild their ultimates for the 1 minute and 45 second mark. Feel free to assist on each other's kills to help out a little bit. At 1 minute and 45 seconds, Junkrat will spawn, and you're probably going to want to have Hanzo and Soldier 76 immediately use their ultimates on him, although they probably won't kill him. 10 seconds after Junkrat spawns, at 1:35, a Reaper will spawn. At this point, you want to use Ana's ultimate on McCree, and then have McCree use his ultimate in order to hit the Reaper and Junkrat if possible. If done correctly, both of these heroes should be down by the 125 mark, but if they're not, just mop up and take your time making sure to kill the enemies that you need to take care of depending on what you're doing, and more importantly, if you're on hard, staying alive, as Junkrat grenades will kill you extremely quickly.
Looks like a good doctor joined the party. Dr. Junkenstein, dead.
At the 50-second mark, prepare for shock tires to arrive from both sides at the same time. And now you want to prepare for the final Reaper, which arrives at the 35-second mark. And the only person who's going to be using their ultimate at this point is McCree. You're going to want Ana to put him to sleep as normal, and then for McCree to use his ultimate. In our video, because of a few problems, I ended up also helping out with my ultimate, primarily because we didn't put him to sleep and he went into Wraith form as our McCree used his ultimate, so we need to take him out quickly, but this is a second backup option. Also, it's very important to watch out for shock tires and Zomnics to overrun you at this point, and as soon as you take out the Reaper, it's everyone's responsibility to try to build up their ultimate back. Hopefully McCree is the only one that needs to do that, and he should be the only one getting kills. Now, as we approach the 0-second mark, Mercy will spawn and revive all of the heroes that you've already killed. At this point, put everything you've learned together and do it at the same time. What you're going to want to do is have Ana put down either Reaper or Roadhog. Make sure you also have Ana powering up McCree so he can do more damage. And then allow McCree to use his ultimate to clear out as many people as possible. If done correctly, McCree can actually hit all 4 of the heroes at once, although it might be a little bit risky. Hopefully killing the Witch and the Reaper primarily with 1 hit. You'll also want to have Hanzo use his ultimate right up the middle and Soldier 76 to use his to help out. Now, if you're on medium, you should have probably already killed all the heroes and it would be game over, but on hard, they take a lot more damage, so your goal now is to stay alive for as long as possible, so that people can respawn if someone went down, and make sure you save the door if you need to. Dodging Junkrat's grenades will probably end up being your priority right here. Once the ads aren't overrunning you anymore and there's not much to do, take out Roadhog and Junkrat, and as you do that, the round will end, hopefully unlocking your achievement or trophy for either doing it on medium with no damage or completing it on hard. That's more or less it. It just involves a little bit of skill and a lot of communication, as well as perfect timing, and a little bit of luck. If you're playing on medium, prioritize the Zomnics and shock tires, and if you're playing on hard, prioritize surviving as well as some of the high damage heroes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Drop a like if it was, share it with a friend, and hopefully I see you next time. Special thanks to Doc Cupcake for supporting the show on Patreon. Peace.